Last week I joined a game jam and the theme was so weird. Let's talk from day 0. It was Sunday. I joined a game jam where the theme was your country's history. I'm an Indian. I know our country had a great and interesting history, but I'm not a history student, so I spent all of the day in Wikipedia to get some juicy idea. At last, I decided to make a tower defense game. Yes, we have to prevent the enemies to enter your country. This is the whole concept actually. So I added 6 battles in my to-do list that happened in India. That's how day 0 ended with beginning of day 1. Day 1. I decided to complete all of the prototype. In tower defense game, enemies only follow the path, so I just bring a prototype enemy who can follow this point I said. Then I made a prototype gun to shoot the enemies, but for now, if the enemies goes into its certain range, the gun just set its target to it. Then I set a bullet fire, but it had a weird behavior, but actually I fixed it, and the reason was I should call the move towards function in the update method. However, everything is fine now. Last thing I had to do that enemy can damage our wall cause game should some system to lose your victory. So first of all I make a wall and every time enemy collide with this wall it lose certain amount of health. And that's all I did in day 1. It was a productive day and now time for a good night sleep. Day 2. My all prototype work is done in day 1. So I started day 2 with making a map. I made a single rock in Blender and I put this single rock here and there with different scale. I tried to make a asymmetry map cause it's look kinda more impressive than a simple perspective scenes in top down camera. Then I made some weapons in Blender. This is crossbow, it's called gada, I don't know whatever you call it. And then it's a machine gun and this is a rocket launcher. Then actually I need something to keep weapons in map. So I made a weapon holder in Blender what gonna contain these weapons. Then I just tried to set up everything in Unity. First of all, I thought player will put down weapons with mouse click in the scenes, but that idea didn't go well, so I aborted that. Instead of that, you can select a specific holder and you can place your weapon here. And then I just made a UI menu to buy stuff. I thought I will add traps too, but clearly time is money and I don't have so much money. And that's all I did in day 2. Day 3. I jump into weapon part. I set function to each weapon. Like crossbow can damage well but its fire rate is too low and it contains only 10 bullets. In this game most powerful weapon is machine gun. Its fire rate is 15 and it has 75 bullets. I made some animation to give impact to these weapons. Yes, this is a gada and it has no limit. It can work for full day and its damage power is kinda low. And then I made some particle system and crack spite. Lastly I made a screen shake and Gada is looking kinda good now. That's all thing took entire day and then I get to sleep and waited for day 4. Day 4, I noticed some bug in the weapon so I spent more time to fix this stuff. Then I made complete shopping UI system and specify some details like max fire rate and strength. And then I add random text with tips. Every time it will show a tips like machine gun is most powerful. In the corner I added my Twitter account. Yes, that's all I did in day 4 actually. Day 5. It's kinda boring to see those cubes as an enemy. I started this day with making up some enemy model. I made 4 types of enemy. First one has a single stick, second enemy has a sword and shield, and third enemy has a gun in hand, and last has 2 guns in hand. Very unique, thank you. Then I made some alerts like whenever gun runs out of bullet, alerts should pop up in the screen. And for other stuff, I made different type of alerts. At last of the day, I bring this enemy model to the game and made them work. See you tomorrow. Day 6. It was the last day to submit. I did overall all of the basic stuff. So I generated some sound effects from Aspect Studio. So it's time to put all the sound effects together. I wanted some 3D sound results, so I put the sound listener component in the center of the game. That's actually create a close and more distance effect from the sound source. Then I made a win and defeat screen. This is literally two single piece of images. Day 7. In this night I have to submit this game. However, I wanted to make a intro for this game. So I wrote some quick intro and some facts to show at last of the fight. Then I made a background image for intro. I made this image in Blender. Then I bring this image in Unity. I edited my voice like sound from a radio in a house. Intro is kinda looking like that now. When the whole world were living their wild life, we already built the civilization. We taught everyone how to make clothes. Yes, I am talking about it. After I put this image in Twitter, I made a menu to go each level. By the way, yes, I have a Twitter account. I'm just saying. Then I put some fact to make a last screen. Like Britain plunder around $45 trillion from India, and actually it's real. Yes, it's kind of sad. Now finally I made an icon, took some screenshot, and then I built my game. And yes, everything is goes wrong here. Some of feature like enemy follow the target is not working. I have its copy. You can see here that enemy goes to 0 to second position and came back to 1 again, and it's looping. I don't know what I have to do, and I searched it Google and I can't find anything. Then I restart Unity and build it again, but nothing works actually. But actually, after some time, it fixed. Let me say how. I wrote a program to detect automatically the points and follow towards it. After I built this game, my game doesn't find these points, so I set all the points manually for each level. The process was too boring, but yes, it works. And finally, I submit this game, and still 4 hours left. Obviously, you can play this game. Link is in description, but I'm not sure it's gonna be fun or not. So if you wanna play, it's up to you.